Lee Jones here from esports.net, and I'm joined by Flakked after the end of week 3 of the LEC Spring split. And yeah, defeat to Karmine Corp today, but I think there were positives. Do you feel like it was at least like good from yourselves to show that you can match up to a team like Karmine Corp? Like they're obviously they're winter champions, so is there like
Mm.
some positives you can take like that?
I mean, for sure, there's like a lot of positive things to take from today. I mean, even though I might not look right now, I'm really happy with the boys of there's not only like how we like gameplay wise, but like how we played in the sense of like how we dealt with the pressure and how we talk to each other in game on stage. I think today was like a really great feeling, even though we threw and it sucks. But I think there's so many positive things we can take from today, and everyone should be proud.
Yeah. And was there? Well, I was reading an interview you did with Armand Luke
Mm.
recently,
Yep.
and on there you said about you kind of gave some insight into the practice that maybe you felt like I don't know, maybe like the effort wasn't there, or just like the general level of practice wasn't what it should be, and that was before, or that was after last week, sorry.
Yep.
And yeah, obviously improvement it looks like this week then. So do you think that's been sorted? Is the practice happy with how practice has gone?
Yeah, I mean for sure it was kind of like a reality check, and of course it's like sometimes you need it if people are like starting to relax more or get more complacent. So of course, I mean I'm not happy that we got reality checked, but in a way, it's always useful to get back to reality. But I mean for sure this week like the attitude and the gameplay in scrims was like way better.
Hmm. Nice. I want to ask about as well your role as basically like the captain, essentially.
Hmm.
Um, Obviously being like the most veteran player, I suppose, and especially how maybe like previous teammates have kind of helped you kind of be like ready for that role, I guess, because
Uh-huh.
obviously looking at your time on a team like G2 for example,
Yeah.
obviously they had very many veteran players, but also even just like Broken Blade at the time wasn't such a veteran, but he's been someone that's known to kind of take
He's a
on
leader, yeah.
that captain role. So is that something? Do you feel like you kind of learnt from previous like veteran teammates that you've had, and that's made you ready to kind of step up in that way this year?
Yeah, I mean for sure. I mean I think I took so many learnings from BB, and as well I took learnings from Yankos. And of course, like throughout my career, I had the chance to play with a lot of veteran players. Like for example, last year, even though the results wise was like really not the best, but like the chance of like having to play with Kaiser, with Wunder, with Perks, with Yankos, is like these guys they have been through a lot. They have been through so many internationals, through so many finals and like tense moments. So for sure, took so much and learned so much from them that I'm using to this day.
Hmm. And have you found it just that the quite big difference from the kind of roster you had last year as well? Like you mentioned, obviously last year was when you had all these other veteran players, but then also it's kind of from what's come out publicly, it sounds like it was a bit sort of tumultuous that year as well. There was a lot of roster
Yeah.
changes and stuff. But this year is obviously like a completely new direction with a lot of rookie players and kind of more a development thing. So yeah, just what is it like, kind of the day to day? What's the difference there, the environment and stuff this year?
I mean, I think the most important thing that changed about like last year Heretics and this year Heretics, it's kind of like the values that the team Heretics stands for, and it's just overall passion. It's just passion for the game, and like honestly, it's like no pun intended or anything, but like for sure last year roster we didn't have like the most committed or like focused on league. Like the league wasn't like their um priority, I would say. That's like from from what I get. Maybe for some people think different, but to my feeling with these guys, I can feel that they really care a lot about the game. They care a lot about like the day to day, and they care a lot about like doing a good showing and just becoming a better teammate and making everyone happy.
Hmm. And with it being as well like a more of like a long term project kind of thing, and
Hmm.
I imagine like obviously I presume you wouldn't have been too pleased to have finished eighth in winter, but then like at the same time, sorry, I can imagine it's sort of accepted, like, you know, if we've got these new players, it's going to take some time. And now in spring, you guys are kind of at the moment at least sort of on the verge of playoff qualification. What is it that you think is like the end goal? What is it that you would say, you know, even this split or just on the year in general, like that would make you think, right, it's worked. You know, we've done what we hope to do, kind of thing.
I mean, for sure, the ultimate goal is to just give everything in summer, and of course, if we can win the championship, that's what we aim for. But we really want to be really strong for summer and to go worlds. That's like the main goal of the roster. And I think so far, I mean, we still have a lot of work to do, but I think some positive things are starting to show, and I'm really proud of the boys.
Nice one. Well, I think I'll maybe leave it there, Flakked. I don't want to take too much of your time. I know it can be you know, difficult to do these kind of things after a defeat. So you know, really appreciate you chatting with me. And yeah, best
Thank you
of
so
luck
much.
next week and in the rest of the split.
Thank you so much. It
Thank
was a
you.
pleasure.